Lady Bearcat. She's currently at Central Methodist University. Recent graduates, Tristen Maddox of Sideline High School. She'll be attending East Texas Baptist University. And Faith Mckenzie, who just graduated from La Feria High School. She'll be heading up to Oklahoma. So girls, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I think there she is. Yeah, Faith cuts in and out just a little bit, but how have you guys been? We're seeing, we're being able to kind of leave our house now and being able to get back to some sort of normalcy. But how did you guys survive quarantine? What was that like for you all? Rachel, we'll start with you.
It was super hard. I would get so bored not doing anything, and then plus coming home from Missouri, which kind of sucked, but I was kind of happy as well. But I just mainly stayed active and working out.
Tristen?
I would do the same, just like working out at home. It was kind of tough, like not finishing my senior season and everything, but just keeping my strength and everything up during the quarantine. That's all I did.
Faith?
Yeah, it was super boring. I hated it. But I just ran and I lifted weights just to keep in shape. But I hated it. Not doing anything.
Definitely. Did you guys catch up on any binge watching, or did you find any hidden talents that you guys had that you did not know?
I mainly almost watched almost everything on Netflix.
Me too.
Me too. I rewatched Vampire Diaries like a lot.
Definitely. Now that I mentioned, we're starting to get back to where you guys are able to start getting back to your normal routines as far as workouts, and getting back to softball. We'll rewind the clocks just a little bit and talk about what Tristen and Faith. We'll start with you guys, both of y'all being seniors this year in high school, Sideline High and La Feria. What did you guys have a game that Friday, Tristen? That last day before spring break?
Yes, we played Pioneer.
Okay, and we had already talked to a couple of girls that were in the same situation. For some girls, it was kind of nerve-wracking for them going into that game that Friday, knowing this could be the last game of the season. It might not be, with the uncertainty. Some, it didn't bother them. What was the mood like with you guys in Sideline?
I know me and Lexi were crying before the game because we were pretty sure it was going to be our last game together, and we've been playing together since middle school. So it was really emotional for us, knowing it could have been our last game together, and it was. So, it was just really emotional for us.
Did Coach Cruz have any specific message going into the game or after the game with the level of uncertainty?
He didn't really mention it. We just go into every game playing it could be our last, because especially senior year, you want to go out with a bang and everything. So he didn't really say anything specifically about the coronavirus, and it could be our last time though.
Where did you guys feel y'all were at in y'all's season? You guys did pretty good in the Los Fresnos tournament when I last saw y'all, and it seemed like you guys had some pieces in play to make a playoff run.
Yeah, definitely. We were finally coming together and figuring out who was going to play where, and we were going to have a decent season, but it just got cut off.
Definitely. Faith, how about you guys? I know 4A, you guys were also in district play. Did you all play that Friday?
Yeah, we did. But we had no idea of any of the stuff that was going on until after the game. Was when we were told, we might not come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which was tough. It was tough to hear.
Rachel, how about you? You were in college in Missouri. For high school sports, we saw that it was put on pause, and then there was a question mark whether they'll come back or not. For college, it was clear cut. As soon as the NBA got put on pause, the colleges canceled the rest of their spring sports automatically. Where were you guys at, and what was y'all's side of it?
We were barely starting to play since we'd get cut off because of snow. But I just finished playing one of the games, and we were supposed to have practice the following day before it got cut. and then everything just got paused.
Were y'all on the road, or were y'all at home, or were y'all preparing for a series, or what were y'all?
We're at home. We're at home because we're supposed to play our first home game.
And when you guys got the news that the season was officially over, how did that sit with you all and the team? What was the reaction like?
Everybody was just sad. It was different because like I really felt for the seniors, especially like knowing they might not come back and they didn't get to play their first home game. So it was just really sad.
And for you, being you were in another state, did you come back home right after, or did you take a few days, or what was that like?
I took a few days because how like the transition and then to get everything moved out of my dorm.
Mm-hmm.
So it like took a while.
And on the high school side, Faith and Tristen, we were waiting just like you were when we saw the first date, March 29th was the potential comeback day. We didn't even get to that date. It got pushed back to May 4th. So then we circled the May 4th date, and then same thing. The minute we saw that school got canceled, we knew that sports was right up after that. Hearing the final word from Coach Cruz and Coach Gonzalez for you, Faith, the same thing I asked Rachel. What was the mood like, and how did you guys react to the season officially getting canceled, especially because you guys are seniors?
It was tough. Like, we didn't get that like final game and like seniors night for whatever, for softball. So it was like, it felt like we were kind of like robbed from like a senior experience.
And did Coach Cruz, was it through a Zoom meeting or through a group chat, or how did he let you guys know?
He sent it in a group chat, and he thanked all of the seniors for like all of our time and commitment to the program. Mm-hmm. And he just like wanted us to know that he appreciated our time and everything.
Faith, how did it work out for you all in La Feria?
Well, as soon as school was canceled and I saw like the UIL posted that no sports would be able to play, I was really devastated, and we started texting in our chat, and that it was terrible. Yeah, we definitely felt robbed since most of our team was seniors. It was like our last chance to play together.
Right. Now, Tristen, you just recently signed this past winter to East Texas Baptist University. Tell us a little bit more about your future school and what made you want to go there.
They have a really strong softball program, and just being up there, everybody seems so welcoming, especially like the coaches and the girls on the team. And it's just like a really good environment that I would want to be in.
And when did they? Oh, Rachel, we're gonna have to add her again. She left the chat. She's there. There she is. Well, there's two Rachels. Let's see.
Oh, it's because my iPad died.
All right, no problem. Let's see, there we go. I have to kick out the other Rachel. Okay, there. We have one Rachel back. We had two Rachels there for a minute. Okay, we got you back. Okay, Tristen. Yeah. So, when did ETBU get on your radar, or what was that like for you?
I think sophomore year, I had went to a camp in Dallas, and there was like a bunch of coaches there, and one of the assistant coaches, Coach Westbrook, was there, and she had like reached out to me through email and like invited me to a camp specifically for ETBU. And I think I verbally committed junior year and then signed in the winter.
And Rachel, you're at CMU. For you, what was your recruiting process like, and what made you want to go there?
Well, like I was getting recruited by Ben Lopez my junior year, and he was just being really helpful. And I first visited the school after I signed, and it was just really something that I was looking forward to.
And you're a year older than these girls here, so you've already been through a year of college. And how has that experience been for you?
It was really different. The transition of going from high school to college, being on task and being responsible was different, but it was a good different.
And Faith, you mentioned you're going to Oklahoma. Tell us a little bit about where you're going.
Yeah. Well, I love the school because it has like this agriculture feeling, and I mainly chose that school because of the career path that I want to go. I want to be a vet, and not many schools have a softball and vet that were kind of close to home. So that school is a great fit for me.
Definitely. Tristen, for you, what are you most excited about on playing at the college level?
I'm excited for the competition, like to get playing time on the field, to meet some new people, and compete again.
Definitely. Has your coach, your college coaches, maybe reached out through this pandemic on maybe how to stay in shape, or have they been sending you specific workouts or anything like that?
Yeah, my coach has been sending me like workouts, and I think we're gonna get a new set of workouts in a few weeks.
Okay. And Rachel, how about you guys? Work the same, or they've been keeping in contact?
Yes, Coach Pat has been emailing us to see if we're fine, if everything's been okay, and he's been sending us workouts. But so far, his focus is on us if we're staying safe.
Mm-hmm. And switching gears and keeping on track with softball, but talking about travel ball. I know Tristen, you have your Chaos. You're rocking your Chaos jersey there. But Faith and Rachel, you guys were district opponents at one time, Raymondville and La Feria. So just talk about being rivals come this high school year, but then becoming buddies. Come travel ball season.
We were first. Well, I met Faith through travel, and then I didn't know she was playing for La Feria until I actually saw her.
Yeah, we've been playing together for a while now, since we were almost little. And I don't know, every time that we played in high school, it was fun. It was like a joke.
Yeah, we weren't really competitive, but we kind of were. But we just wanted to have fun with each other.
And was there any kind of friendly trash talk on the field?
Sorta, not really.
Yeah, there was.
Definitely, yeah, because it's definitely a small world when you start talking about travel ball, and then the relationships you guys have, and then Tristen, you're in 5A in Sherryland. I'm sure some girls that maybe play with you or against you, and just how small is the softball world?
Like at least one person on like every team in your district, because of like all of the teams that you've met and everybody you've met over summer.
Yeah.
So now that you guys are getting back into travel ball, we had mentioned earlier that you guys have a couple practices under your belt. I know I was gonna go see you all on Wednesday, but the rain had other ideas. But for me, I was able to see MVP, and then I got to see Heat this past weekend. It was nice seeing some softball. It's been since you guys last played in March. It's been a few months. What was that like, getting back into the swing of things? And first off, getting the word saying, "Hey, we can go out and practice." What was that like for y'all to return to the field?
It felt great. Just the conditioning.
It was really good to see the girls again. I missed them.
Especially the coaches.
Yeah.
Faith?
Yeah, it was a relief. I was so excited when we got to first practice.
And I was, when I was with RG Heat on Sunday, they were practicing at a turf facility, and it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. It was really, really hot, and then adding the turf, And I was joking with Reba Reyes. I was like, man, I think we're all burning off our quarantine pounds here. Because we've been, cooped up in our houses for the last 2 months. But I could tell that there was a level of excitement with the kids and the coaches, and there was a little bit of a chip on their shoulders to kind of just finally get back out there, because at one point we weren't sure if you guys were going to play at all, whether it was travel or high school. So do you guys feel the same way, that you guys already had a chip on your shoulder to go out and play, but now even more so, knowing that, hey, we can go back out there and play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So is there such a thing as rivalries when it comes to travel ball?
Yes.
No, because
Yeah.
who's y'all's biggest rival?
It had to be Heat or RGB Thunder.
Okay. Yeah, because everyone that comes on here that does travel ball, they mentioned that it's a small world, and they mentioned that it's fun because of the traveling, obviously, but then also the competitive level that this travel ball is, because everyone has the same goal in mind, and that's to get scouted, that's to get looked at. Just how much does a competitive level jump from when you're playing in high school to travel ball?
There's a huge jump.
It
Whenever I
jumped.
was in high school, it was big.
Mhm. I think for like college, like for summer ball,
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
Faith, what about you? What's the
Yeah, it's a huge jump. A huge jump. Like going from switching to high school and then travel ball, you can automatically see the difference between the competitiveness.
Definitely. You keep freezing in and out just a little bit. But what are you guys looking forward to? I know y'all have a tournament coming up. So what are the details on this tournament you guys have coming up?
Just to get back in the competition, seeing new teams, being together.
And do you guys know where your first tournament is at?
It's in San Marcos.
San Marcos, and that's this coming weekend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many practices have y'all had since?
2 so far.
2 so far?
Too.
Did you guys, because I know Heat was saying like they felt a little rusty, and I know MVP a couple weeks ago when they had their first practice, the softballs were flying all over the place, and they're just like, we're rusty. We feel like this is what happens when you don't play for 2 months. But do you feel that you guys maybe shook off the rust just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, talk about your time in high school, Faith, playing in La Feria, and just what was that like for you playing for the Lionettes these past 4 years?
It was super fun. I loved every minute of it, and I loved both coaches that I got to play for, and I loved all my teammates. It was super fun, and I'm sad it had to end like that.
Definitely. And Tristen?
I met a bunch of like great people, and a bunch of people mentored me, like my freshman year and sophomore year especially. And it was just really great to be a part of a program like that. And also, like, I'm sad it ended like that as well.
Definitely. Faith, I understand it's your mom's birthday today?
Oh yeah, it is.
Definitely. You want to give her a birthday shout out?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Belinda.
Yes, Team Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Definitely.
She's probably laughing right now.
All right. Well, before we go, guys, do you guys, Tristen, Rachel, do you guys have any shout outs you want to give out to any family or anything like that?
To Lino, Luna, thanks for being the best coach, and Albert and Rachel and Abby. Please don't make us run.
Don't make us
Oh, yeah. I know. Don't make us run tomorrow, please.
Any shout outs, Tristan, you want to give?
Albert, I still have blisters. Please don't make us run.
Definitely. Well, you guys have been working out on the side, so it shouldn't be too hard getting back on the softball field. I'm sure you guys are excited to get back onto the field. So, but guys, thanks for joining us. Tristen Maddox from Sherryland High, recent graduate. She'll be heading to East Texas Baptist University. Faith Mckenzie, former Lionette from La Feria, and Rachel Muniz, former Lady Bearcat from Raymondville at Central Methodist University. So Faith, where exactly, you mentioned just Oklahoma, but where exactly are you going?
I'm going to OPSU, Oklahoma Panhandle State.
Okay. You're going to be going out of state.
Did you hear?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Well, what are you most excited about that?
I'm excited about going to another state, seeing like meeting different people and having new experiences. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Well, guys, I know I had mentioned, with Rachel before that, we're hoping to get to some of y'all's tournaments for a practice for sure. Again, I wanted to go out there this last Wednesday, but you guys' practice got canceled. So hopefully somewhere down the line, we'll be able to get some of y'all's tournaments in. I know this weekend we're going to Kyle we're going to cover a tournament up there that, for us, we're excited because we get to see live sports. We get to actually show it for people to watch. So that's a little bit of a bittersweet moment for us. And then we have some 7-on-7 lined up. And then we have another softball tournament at the end of the month in Bishop. So hopefully, we can get out there and cover you guys at one of these upcoming tournaments. So Tristen Maddox, Rachel Muniz,
Definitely.
Faith Mckenzie. Guys, thanks for joining the show. And again, hopefully we'll see you guys down the road.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll see you guys.